the next page, you don't even have to turn the page 341, towards the bottom we have Lo Yisagoy, a prayer for peace. Try that with me.
Shabbat Shalom. It means, Shabbat Shalom means a Sabbath of peace. I say Shabbat Shalom, you all say? Shabbat Shalom. Pretty good. I'm Rabbi Paul Kipnis, rabbi here at Congregation RME, and with Lisa Friedman, who is our cantorial soloist and a student studying to become a rabbi. We are thrilled to have you all here today as we celebrate Shabbat, and as we celebrate as this young man here, Jordan, comes up to the bima to become a bar mitzvah. How many of you got one of those really rare tickets to Jackson's bar mitzvah back in 22? Okay, the rest of you didn't quite make it. So this time StubHub or no? That was during the just before Omicron hit the surge of COVID here. It was a fantastic bar mitzvah. If you didn't see it, it's probably still up online, and you can watch it, but it was fabulous. Here we are with the next generation, not the next generation, the next rendition of the family. Different student, same family, different experience, also great. We're going to be in the sanctuary space for about 90 minutes. If you need to use the restrooms, they're right behind that wall there, but don't use the door in here. Go right back out through this glass archway here. One step out and go to the left. The bathrooms are there. If you need a glass of water, go out and to the right. And behind the dividers is a filtered water faucet. And there's cups there. Just enjoy it out there, if you will. Our prayer books have God's name in it, so we consider them sacred books. If you're not going to use it, please don't put it on the ground. Put it on another chair, or there's some bookshelves in the back, and we'd appreciate that. We tend not to clap during services. Why? For those of you who know what Ashkenazi Jews mean, Ashkenazi is Eastern European. They're a little more uptight than the Sephardic Jews. I have no idea. So instead of clapping during the service, we go like this, which is how in sign language you clap. Everybody try it. No. Save your applause for him, not for me. It's great. The last thing is cell phones. This would be or the second last thing, great time to take out your cell phone and put it on silent. I find that the cell phone that goes off in the service is the one that you are 100% sure now is off. So don't be that person. Please, everybody, just take out your cell phones, double check. Don't talk. You don't need to, but do that. Last thing, while you're doing that, For how many people is this your first time at a bar or bat mitzvah? Not at a bar. How many first time at the bar? The drinks are over there. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Great. That's good. Then you're in for a treat because this is like bar mitzvah level, 17 or something. I'd like to invite Mom and Dad to join me up here on the bima as we give Jordan his talit. Stay with me. Jordan, in a minute you're going to turn to the prayer book and read the prayer. But not yet, because now I want to say a couple of things to you. The journey toward adulthood is not easy. The journey toward adulthood in this world at this moment in time is really challenging. The world is a mess. The brokenness is apparent. We don't know where to turn sometimes, what's right, what's wrong. People are being mistreated for all sorts of reasons in all sorts of ways. And people aren't as nice or as kind as they could be. And in this world, you are saying, I'm ready to take my first steps on the path toward adulthood. I'm ready to assume the responsibility of carrying Torah, not just physically, but emotionally and in your heart, and take those values out into the world. And do your part, however little or big, to help transform the world into a place of goodness. We begin that journey right here, right now, as you dress as a Jew dresses for prayer with a talit. A talit is just a piece of cloth, strings on the four corners. They're wrapped a certain number of times, tied with these 5 knots, and these strings become tzitzit, fringes. We're taught in the Torah to wrap ourselves on 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. With these fringes to remind us to live a good, honest, ethical, ritual-filled Jewish life. So in a moment, you'll take the talit from the hands of your parents, and you'll say the blessing and put it around your shoulders. And you'll propel yourself into responsibility, into sacred work, into world repair and change, into your life. So turn and take the talit from the hands of your parents. Turn back. Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvah v'tivanu lihitatef b'tzitzit.
Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, God of the universe, who makes us holy through mitzvot and commands us to wrap ourselves in the fringes of the talit. And we're off, like he is off and running, out into life. No longer the baby you held in your hands, no longer the young one you worried over. It's just a different kind of worry. But it's a worry that also is filled with joy as you share your ideas, your thoughts, your hopes and dreams. We have to hold on to this moment. Folks, the good stuff goes by so quickly, the bad stuff remains. Or at least that's how our minds process. So let's hold on to the good things. We do it with a blessing. It's simple. It's called the Shehechianu. It's on page 344, second prayer down. It thanks God for giving us life, for keeping us in life, and for bringing us, thank God, to this joyous moment. If you know it, we invite you to sing along with us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen.
Let's turn to page 341. 341. At the top of the page is a song, Lechi Lach. It reminds us of a journey our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, took, going from the north in Haran, which is now Lebanon, Syria, down into Canaan, the promised land to Israel. And God says, go on that journey, and you will be a blessing, and we will be blessed by you. And the world shall know who you are. Doesn't guarantee they'll treat us all so well. Doesn't guarantee that we'll treat everybody so well either. But it sets up a possibility, a hope. And as we go on this journey together with this family, remember that this is a moment of blessing. Let's carry it out with us when we leave, when we go on our journey, and transform the world a little bit. Lechi Lach. So there will be some times during the service that I will invite you to stand. When I do, if physically that's comfortable for you, please do. If not, then direct your heart to the Holy One, and God will put it all together. Turn to page 28 and 29, if you will. We're using the black numbers, not the blue ones. I want to introduce you or reintroduce you to our prayer book, Mishkan Tefillah. What do you do when you have a group like this filled with Jews, Christians, maybe some Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, people of other religions, people of no religions, those, and among the Jews, Reform, Conservative, maybe Reconstructionists, maybe an Orthodox here or there? How do you create a meaningful experience for all of us? We try with this prayer book. Every 2 pages is one prayer, so 28 and 29 is the Baruch Hu. Our bar mitzvah is going to chant the Hebrew in the upper right-hand corner of the right-hand page. You can chant along with them using the Hebrew letters, or look just to the left of it. It says Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. That's the transliteration. Hebrew letters, the Hebrew words in English characters. You want to know what it means? Look right under the Hebrew. That's the translation. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Adonai is one of our names for God. On the left-hand page, you'll find a couple of readings on the same theme, but that look at God or life or spirituality a little differently. And then under the thin lines on the bottom of the page, you'll find some commentary on this prayer specifically, or prayer in general. So you get to look around and find something that's meaningful on the page. And of course, we'll announce page numbers, so we're all kind of on the same page. The last thing I'll tell you is this. He's worked really hard on this. He's going to be awesome. He's so awesome, I'm pretty much doing nothing, which is great because I'm fundamentally lazy. But When you lean into this, let go of the idea that you're in a worship place, a synagogue. It's supposed to be a joyous place. So when you smile, he's much calmer, more relaxed. When you smile, I'm calmer and I don't talk as much, which gets us out earlier to the party, right? So don't feel bad about smiling. If you don't know the words lie, lie, lie works or la, 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 if you want to do it in English instead, go lie, lie, lie or la, 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 same thing. Let's rise for the Baruch Hu, page 28 and 29.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivora. Baruch Adonai Hamivora, Hamivora Leolam Va'ed. Hamivora, Hamivora Leolam Va'ed.
We turn to page 34 and 35 and stay standing for Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivot Malachutov Leolam Va'ed.
You may be seated.
We continue with the Ve'ahavta on page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavavcha u'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha ve'hayud hadavarim ha'eleh asher anohi metavecha hayom al vavecha ve'shinantam levanecha v'davarta bam b'shtivtecha b'veitecha uvletecha v'aderech uv'shobecha uv'komecha ukshartam leod al yadecha v'hayu letatafot beineinecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha liman tiskeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'Elohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lahem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
Adonai Elohechem emet. We turn to page 40 for Mi Chamocha, our song of freedom, of joy. Please sing along.
Lai 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 Mi chamocha b'mei mi Adonai Mi chamocha Yosef ele Adonai Lithloth leolam ba'ed Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 lai
We now invite you to please rise and turn to page 46 for the beginning of our Amidah, our standing prayer. Page 46.
Adonai Sephiv Taftita Uafia Gita Hilateha Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Page 48.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu Ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rahel Velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagivor Ve'anora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovin Vikone Hako Vizoher Kastet Tavot V'imahot Umevi Givula Livne V'nehem Liman Shemo Ba'ahava Melech Oje Uashia Umagim Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bizrat Sarah.
Page 50. Ata gibor leolam Adonai michaye hakol ata rav lehoshia mashiv haruach umorid hagashem michalkel chayim bechesed michaye hakol berachamim rabim somech noflim verofeh olim Umatir asurim umekayem emunato lishene afar nichamocha ba'al gevurot umidom elach Melech memit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol Baruch ata Adonai mechayeh hakol. Page 52. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Ukedoshim hoyom yehalelu hasela Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. We now take a moment for silent prayer, either reflecting through the words on the pages or the words in your hearts. When you're done, please be seated. And today is a big day for you, not only for you, but for your family, for the entirety of this room, your community, for those on the live stream, for everyone who knows you, because you are becoming a bar mitzvah, which doesn't mean just that it's your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way. It's Jordan's actual birthday today. 13. I love when that happens, when the dates match up on a Saturday. So you are becoming 13 today. You are officially becoming a bar mitzvah in the Jewish world, but you're taking on these values, the commandments that have been passed down from generation to generation, all the way to you. And that's a big deal. And here you are with your community celebrating that achievement. So we're going to bless you now with this song, bless you and your entire community with the blessing of strength. May you go from strength to strength as you start this brand new chapter. May your days be filled with laughter and your nights be filled with peace. May you learn to sing a brand new song with those who join me sing along. These are the links that make you strong in your community. 'Cause I, 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 'cause I,
Hazah.
Jackson. Mom and Dad. To help us, that's everybody. To help us open the ark, we call up cousins Allison and Greg and cousins Rachel and Sari. Please rise as we remove the Torah from the ark.
Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, udvar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael bikdushato.
Jordan, V'zot Torah, this is the Torah. V'zot.com, this is the moment. We pass it to you. You share your bar mitzvah weekend, young 13-year-old, though you're feeling older than you did before, with a 93-year-old who last night, my father-in-law, became a bar mitzvah for the second time. In the Torah portion that both of you read, that you will read that he read last night, it says that in addition for God taking us out of the land of Egypt, our ancestors, God said, and you will be my people and I will be your God. I will be your God and you will be my people. Some people look at that and say, that means that we Jews are the people, the chosen people, the only people that God truly loves. And when you hear people say that, they're right and they're wrong. They're right that we are called the chosen people, not just because we're chosen to receive this Torah, we're chosen to live these values out in the world. But chosen doesn't mean only, and doesn't mean best. Your parents have 2 children, and you're the favorite. And your brother's the favorite. You're both favorites because you're both beloved. God has all sorts of children. All of us are children of God. And anyone who says that this religious group or that one is the chosen one, the only one, the right one, who has the whole truth, you can rest assured that they are wrong. And whether it's the people, the congregants, the clergy, or the politicians, you know right away that they're using Torah or Bible or Quran or whatever religious truth and twisting it. We live in a world that's kind of broken. We are each chosen, everyone here, to cut through the cacophony, the craziness, the coarseness, the wrongness that out there in the world says you are right and you are beloved, but you are not because of where you're from or what religion you believe or the color of your skin or how you got to this land or that land or what you look like or more. And any time religion is used for that purpose, they're destroying the holiness that was passed on to us. In a minute, I'm going to put this Torah back because I want you to carry the other one from the Holocaust. A reminder that when hatred boils over, it turns into destructive fires that killed 6 million of our people, 11 million people in total. And when hatred boils over, it says you shouldn't be here, or you shouldn't, or you shouldn't. And the rest of us, afraid or cowed, sit back and do nothing. The Holocaust Torah you'll carry reminds us that, folks, there ain't no more time for us to sit back and just listen, because the world's a-burning, countries are burning, and we need to find a way to turn it back right. So you'll carry Torah, and hopefully we'll learn Torah, and we'll discover that goodness and kindness, compassion and truth is our inheritance. And I know you have shoulders broad enough to carry this responsibility, a heart wise and open enough, and a mind wise enough to bring goodness and blessing and repair to this world. V'zot HaTorah, this is the Torah. V'zot HaDakah, we pass it not only down to you, to these grandparents, and also bringing in the love of your Grampy Marshall, who couldn't be here because he's not feeling well, but who loves you. So we pass it down to your parents, to your brother, and then to you. V'zot HaTorah, this is Torah. And now it's time to pass it to you.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Help us undress the Torah, I'd like to call up great aunts and uncles Harlan, Penny, and Carol, Laurie, and Jay. Harlan, Penny, Carol, Laurie, and Jay. Coming up.
Let it all sink in. Some words of Torah, Baruch atah Adonai. honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues.
A little moving of all around. Next time I'm going to put in big bold letters, hold the Holocaust Torah first, because it's way lighter, but my chiropractor, who's a congregant, is going to be very excited because I'll be there with him a little bit. You're about to witness a miracle, experience a blessing, something incredibly holy. How many people have read from Torah before? Okay, how many have not? You guys want to come up and do it? No? Okay, so you know what he had to do? He had to learn how to read Hebrew, the vowels and the notes, and we didn't have any of that on here. He had to learn, in a sense, to repeat it so much that, like some of the ancient rabbis and best students of Torah, memorized these pieces. If you go into learn about the Talmud schools, the schools of Jewish law, they used to have one text, one book. So what happened was they'd sit around the book and read, and they'd memorize each page. And those with great memories could repeat it back. The really great ones could tell you, you could put a pin in a page on a word, and they would know 3 pages down what word that was going through. Of course, they could only do it from whatever angle. So if they learned it from the top upside down, they could only do it that way and not as well from the other way. What you're going to see is this incredible young man who learned Torah to read it, to chant it. Later on, he's going to give us his understanding of Torah, its lessons for today. Here's what I want to ask you to do. So often today, we get lost in those little pieces of metal and plastic and whatever, right? And our face goes like this, and we miss the world going by. Sometimes the bad stuff, and that's kind of a blessing, but usually the good stuff too. So while you may not understand the language, know that it's 25 to 5,000 years old, these words. Know that a modern young man is bringing it to life. And know that you are seeing the renewal of our people through the renewal and the singing of these words. And to help us, we're going to invite up a number of relatives for an Aliyah LeTorah to chant the words of Torah and the blessings, and be with us as we bless Torah, our spiritual source book.
Yes, so for our first Aliyah to the Torah, we call up Nana Andy, Grandpa Art, and Grammy Rini. Nala Amod Amut Daphna Eliyahu Vishena Malka Lalia Harishona.
Amen. Vaydaber Elohim el Moshe, Vayomer Elav Ani Adonai, Va'era el Avraham el Yitzhak ve'el Yaakov el Bnei Shaddai, Ushemi Adonai lo nodanti lahem. Vigam hakimoti et briti et ham late lahem et eretz Canaan eretz megurehem asher garuva.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Chaye Olam Nata B'Tochenu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Noten HaTorah.
Go with him first.
Dun, 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 yeah. Okay. Wait, don't go. Face me. Face me. Okay, stay there. Right there. Perfect. You stay right here. And look at that. You've heard me say this, I think, at other bar and bat mitzvahs, but it's important to say again and again. You are looking at the best gifts you will receive this whole weekend, and perhaps your whole life. And like when you were a little kid and you got gifts, and you ripped off the paper and took out the gift, and then played with the box and forgot what the gift was, like all kids, sometimes with our grandparents we do the same thing. We sort of take for granted what we have. You have 3 grandparents here and 1 at home, 4 grandparents. That is a blessing. That's a miracle. God willing, you'll all live ad mea ve'esrim to 120 like Moses, or better, ad mea ke'esrim, you'll live to 100 but feel like you're 20. But as the knees get a little tough and the world spins a little and we get older, they remember, but you should remember too that each moment is precious. And while you are running forward into life, Jordan, don't run so fast that you miss the blessings before you. These people, take a look at them, remember you when you were a baby and loved you before they knew what you were like. Just like they knew your parents back when they were young, substantially cooler, though they're pretty cool now, and love them. They love you too because they have less responsibility and get all the joy. What I'm going to invite you to do, instruct you to do, pray that you will do, is that you will unwrap these presents again and again by asking them questions. Ask them what life was like when they were your age. Ask them about the joys they had and the struggles they had. They had them too. At some point, maybe you'll ask them about their first loves because they had those, and about their first heartbreaks, they had those too, and how they got through. Wisdom that may help you through. Ask them about things in history that they saw that you're only reading about in a book. Ask them why they believe in you, when and if you will have moments that you don't quite believe in yourself as much. When you're feeling like you're not doing it right, call them up. And if they remember the job description of a grandparent, tell the kid how wonderful he is and spoil him rotten. So give them a hug and a kiss. They'll go off the bima, and we'll keep going.
Okay. Making our transition here, we have to call a lot of people up. We get to call a lot of people up for this one, so I'm going to start now. For our second Aliyah to the Torah, we call up Uncle Ben, Aunt Carly, Uncle Brad, Aunt Lisa, and cousins Caitlin, Lily, Zach, Orly, and Samara. A lot of people. Nala Amod, Raphael, Shimon, Ben Meyer, Mendel, Shana Malka, Sarah Bluma, Bat Meir, Mendel, Shana Malka, Benzion, Lea Razel, Bat Eliyahu, Amutz Daphna, Kochava Chana, Bat Lea Razel, Liora, Yael, Bat Lea Razel, Tzvi Ruven, Benzion, Sarah Bluma, Orly Esther, Bat Benzion, Sarah Bluma, this is long. Samara Bat Benzion, Sarah Bluma, La Aliyah Hashniha.
You do the first line, they do the second.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. Vigam ani shimanti et na'akat b'nei Israel asher Mitzrayim ma'avidim otam va'ezkor et beriti lahen emor livnei Israel ani Adonai v'chotzoti etem mitahat sivlo Mitzrayim v'hitzalti etem me'avodatam v'ga'alti etem b'zroa netuya uvishpatim gedolim v'lakafti etem li la'an v'hayiti lachem l'Elohim v'dantem ki ani Adonai Elohehem hamoti etem mitachat sivlot Mitzrayim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Let me invite you to turn in your prayer books to page 257, the indented words. See, whenever we're together, we got to take a moment, particularly when Torah is out, to say a prayer for healing. For those who believe in the power of prayer, we believe that this prayer of healing can help our loved ones. Some people think it will cure them. I'm not one of those people. My understanding of Torah is that our prayers can help them find strength and courage in the face of whatever's coming next, the ability to get through. And don't discount that, because with the help of doctors and nurses and other caregivers, we can help people get through whatever is coming down the road. So as I bring my hand around the room, I'm going to invite you to mention the names of those for whom you're asking for blessings of healing. Mention their names out loud, their relationship to you, like my Uncle Fred, my friend Sophie. And then we'll sing a prayer of healing for them. And don't whisper it, because you can't catch it by saying their name. But you can bring strength to each other as we listen and hear that loved ones are going through things. So tonight, we are asking for blessings of healing for For all of them and all of us, let's turn to page 253, did I say? The indented words, unless it's 254.
It's
253.
Got it. We continue now with our Torah service. So for our third Aliyah, we'd like to call up Dad David and Mom Dana and Brother Jackson. Nala Amod, David Moshe Ben Meir Mendel, Vishena Malka, Vidana Michal, Bat Eliyahu, Ve'amutz Dafna, Ve'ilan Lior Ben David Moshe, Vidana Michal, La Aliyah Hashlishit.
Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai, noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Veheveti ethem li la'an v'hayit ha'aret asher nasati et yadi latet ota la'avraham le'itak u'ya'akov v'natati ota lahen morasha ani Adonai. Vaydaber Moshe ken el bnei Israel v'lo sham'u el Moshe mikotze ruah u'me'avodah kasha. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam notan b'toteinu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten ha'Torah.
Amen. This is the big moment. Jordan, you are being called up to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. This is your maftir. Ya'amod hamaftir bachor bar hamitzvah, Yarden Nisim ben David Moshe v'dana Michal, chazak chazak v'nit chazek.
Baruch atah Baruch et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol hanim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah. Vaydaber Elohim el Moshe, Vayomer Elav, Ani Adonai. Va'era el Avraham, el Yitzhak, ve'el Yaakov, el Bnei Shaddai. Ushemi Adonai, lo nodanti lahem, v'gam hakimoti, et spiriti, et tam, late lahem, et eretz Canaan, eretz megorehem, asher garuva. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasha Koach, fantastic. You stand right against the wall. You stand right in front of them, facing me. Since he read Torah, you should get a chance to see what he read. So in a moment, I'm going to hold it up. There will be 3 columns, and he read in the middle column from like about a third of the way down towards mostly down to the bottom of it. So you'll see that. To help us with this, to help us dress the Torah, and I'm going to ask you to stand right around here, not at the ark doors, right here. We're going to call up cousins Jonah, Jude, Reed, Aunt Rachel, Uncle David, and Aunt Megan. If that's you, come on up now. Jonah, Jude, Reed, Rachel, David, Megan. I don't know what you did to deserve this, but you guys are awesome. Okay, then to open and then close the ark. So you guys are going to stand here, but to open and close the ark and to stand in front of the ark, but you guys come here. In front of the ark, I'm going to invite up great aunts and uncles, Mike and Jan, Bonnie and Gary. Mike and Jan, Bonnie and Gary. Okay, I'm going to have you stand right over there. We rise as we give honor to the Torah.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jackson. Hi, Jordan. Standing here today has been very special for me because I get to celebrate someone who I've watched grow up every single day. Growing up with you has been a journey. I've watched you grow up and put real effort into everything you do. If you know Jordan, you know he runs cross country by choice, which doesn't make much sense to me. Most people run away from things. Jordan, you run for fun. But it actually says a lot about who he is. Jordan is a determined and willing to push himself even when things get hard. I've heard him wake up early for practice while I sleep in. He keeps going until he's tired and shows up with a good attitude, and those qualities matter beyond running. Today isn't about you turning 13. It's about you taking on responsibility. It's about you standing up for what's right and becoming a person who you're meant to be. Jordan, you already show kindness, work hard, and never quit, even when you probably want to. I'm really proud of you, and I know you're going to go far, whether that's in cross country or life. Congratulations on your bar mitzvah, and I love you. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Mom and Dad?
Okay. Nice. All right, Jordan. Today's a very big day, and we're proud of all that you have accomplished. From the moment you were born, we knew you were special. Grammy used to always tell me that you were going to give us a run for our money. And you've done just that. So much energy, humor, and creativity behind everything you do. Becoming a bar mitzvah is a tradition in our family, and it's a time to recognize your achievements and celebrate your transition into young adulthood. It is also about doing your best, understanding the responsibilities that come with adulthood, and finding a connection with your community. But most of all, remembering to be a good person. At just 13 years old today, as we all know, it was kind of like 16 candles this morning. If anybody older will remember, everybody sort of forgot that it was your birthday. You've already shown us that you're a kind, generous, and a thoughtful person. You'll probably be hearing this a lot. Jackson just started it. But anyone who knows you knows one thing for sure. You love to run. And not just run, you run far. And not just far, you love to run up mountains. While most people, including your brother, look at long distances or climbing a steep mountain and think, why would anyone do that? But you absolutely love it. It's such a joy watching you take on big goals and never give up trying to achieve them, no matter how hard it gets. When we watch you run, and I don't know how many of you have been to a cross-country match or meet, but it's pretty interesting. You see him go off, and then he goes off, and you have to run. Everybody else has, all the parents run to different spots to see them. So we do that a lot. All the parents look for different vantage points on a trail to get a glimpse of their kids running. Over time, I've gotten pretty good at like counting the kids in the place, and you know this because I'll yell to you, right? I'll be like, "You're in 6th place," or I'll do that for your teammates too sometimes. But when you first started, it was pretty impressive. It was before Mountain, and I said, "Oh, you're in 60th place out of like 150 kids." Before the big mountain, before the big hill. Then after the hill, you came down, and I'm like, "You're in 20th place." It was insane. You go up those hills. When others may give up, you keep going, and that's really something special. You've worked incredibly hard to get to this day, and I'm so inspired by you. Not just for learning Hebrew, chanting your Torah portion, or standing up here so confidently, and you have been very confident. I've been very impressed. But for the young man you are becoming, I hope you always stay true to yourself. As your dad, I promise to always be here for you, to guide you when you need it, to listen, to cheer you on, wherever you're running a race, chasing a dream, or just trying to figure things out. Mazel tov, I love you.
All right. Jordan, before you were born, there were moments when I wasn't sure this day would ever come. We went through many heartbreaking losses when we were trying to complete our family. But even then, I never stopped believing that you were out there. I didn't know your name yet, or your laugh, or how you would change my life, but I knew our family wouldn't be complete without you. And when you arrived, you truly felt like a miracle, a rainbow baby. From the very beginning, you were pure light and pure joy. You were the happiest baby, the always smiling kid, and even then, You were incredibly intuitive. I remember when you were only about 4 years old on a soccer team, and during practice, a couple kids started fighting over something, and before any coach stepped in, you calmly walked right in the middle of it and asked each kid why they were upset. You really listened and said, "We're on the same team, we shouldn't fight." And they stopped and went back to practice, and I remember watching that moment and thinking, wow, this kid is special. That ability to listen, to understand, to bring people together, that's still you. You are joy in motion. You love to dance and sing, tell jokes, build things, whether it's Legos or robotics, and you love to travel and experience new places. But some of my favorite moments with you are also the quiet ones, watching movies and TV shows together, discussing documentaries, or whatever you're learning about at school. And I love hearing your unique take on all of it. You notice things and you think deeply. And I also love how you make up words that our family has fully incorporated into our vocabulary, like gobo, canoob, and butzenbatzen. I hope that that never changes. When we learned you had dyslexia, it was all new for us, and it wasn't easy. There were hard days, frustrating days. But in some ways, it has been a gift. You learned that things might take more effort for you than others, but instead of backing away, you lean in. You work harder. You show a grit and determination beyond your years, and I'm so incredibly proud of everything you've accomplished, not just academically, but in how you approach all challenges. Maybe that's why you're so good at running up hills, because you're used to the climb. You look at the world with empathy and kindness, and it's something we all need a little more of, especially right now. Jordan, I'm incredibly grateful to be your mom, and I'm so excited to see where your journey takes you. Mazel tov, Jordan, Nassim, my miracle. I love you.
Jordan, I think it's time for you to teach us now. So why don't you share with us your Dvar Torah, your words of Torah?
Shabbat Shalom. My Torah portion Vaira is in the book of Exodus, or Shemo. I chanted from chapter 6, verses 2 through 13. In my Torah portion, God reminds Moses about the agreement God made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to free the Israelites from slavery and give them their own land. Moses gives this message to the Israelites, but they're too tired and in bad shape from their suffering to believe him. God then asked Moses to go to Pharaoh and tell him to let the Israelites go. Moses did not want to go on the mission. Now, here's the part that I really connected with. Moses wasn't confident about being a leader because he got tongue-tied and felt he wasn't a good speaker. I chose this section of the Torah portion because I know what it feels like to struggle with words. In 4th grade, I found out that I had dyslexia, which makes reading and writing harder for me. At first, I didn't feel very confident, and I worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up in school. But with a lot of hard work and support, I became a strong reader and writer. I was really proud when I got straight A's last year and again this year, which showed me that I can overcome challenges. Now, I think of my learning challenges as a kind of superpower, learning how to work hard, to never give up, and to believe in myself, even when things are tough. Like Moses, I didn't do it alone. He had his brother Aaron to help him speak, and I had my teachers, tutors, and family to help me work on my reading and writing skills. Community is important in Judaism and in my life. When I think about why God chose Moses, even though he wasn't a strong speaker, I realize that being a leader isn't always about being the best or most confident. To me, a leader is someone who doesn't give up even when things are hard, and who finds ways to bring people together. That's why I love being on a cross-country team, because we have to support each other to be successful. This Torah portion also shows that leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about stepping up even when it's hard. This connects to my own life because, with dyslexia, reading and writing can feel like big challenges. There were times when I doubted myself, just like Moses did. But I learned that challenges don't make you weaker. They can actually make you stronger, because they teach you how to work harder and ask for help when you need it. Another lesson another lesson that I found is that even if people don't believe in you at first, like the Israelites did not believe Moses, you can still keep going and try again. That's something I've experienced in school. Sometimes I felt like I couldn't do the work. I felt too hard. But when I pushed myself and put in the extra time, I proved to myself that I can do anything that I set my mind to. From this portion, I learned that everyone has challenges, and what matters is how you respond to them. As I become a bar mitzvah, I want to remember Moses' example, even with struggles, we can rise to the challenge and make a difference. I started coming to Congregation Orami in kindergarten and always knew I would become a bar mitzvah. I wanted to become a bar mitzvah because it was a tradition in my family, and I think that I will look back on this process on this day and feel like I really accomplished something important. Becoming a bar mitzvah to me is about being up on the bima and showing that I can be a leader. In the synagogue world, it means that I can wear a talit, read from the Torah, lead the prayers, be called up for a aliyah, and be counted in a minyan. 10 Jews needed to create a community. As most of you know, I'm a runner. This past December, I went to Knoxville, Tennessee to race for the Junior Olympics with the United Cross Country team. And we won gold. Yay. For my mitzvah project, I wanted to help young athletes who want to run and compete the same way I love to do, but can't unless they have adaptive equipment like running blades, which are very expensive. I thought how if I could not run, it would be super sad. That's why for my bar mitzvah project, I hosted a fundraising event for Angel City Sports, an organization that makes sports possible for athletes with physical disabilities. They give special equipment for kids who are missing a limb so they can play sports including running, swimming, biking, and basketball. I recruited my family, friends, and our community to donate and then come out for my bar mitzvah mile run last month. Thanks to the generosity of many of you right here in this room right now, we raised $2,700 for Angel City Sports. The Torah teaches, do not put a stumbling block before the blind. This means that we are responsible for taking care of each other, including those with challenges or disabilities. I felt so happy to be able to bring awareness to Angel City Sports, and I plan to join their youth council later this year. There are a number of people who helped me, and who I love and wanted to thank. Mom, thank you for being with me when I was scared or having a bad time, and always being there for all of my success. You drive me to practices, tutors, and school every single day. That helped me along the way, and I wanted you to know that I love you and appreciate you every day. Dad, I love your silly dad jokes and all the laughter you bring to our family. I love watching shows with you and Mom. Survivor, Amazing Race, and now we're somehow already on season 4 of Lost. I love you. Jackson, you were always there for me when I needed the most, especially when I am sad or having trouble in school. I look up to you as my cool older brother, and also makes everything more fun just being there. I love you. Nana and Grandpa, it means so much that you are both always there for us when times are tough, like during the fires, and that your home is always a happy place for our family. I love how you make every celebration feel special and bring us all together. I love you. Grampy, I think you're watching live from home right now. I'm sorry that you couldn't make it out here, and I hope you're feeling better. I love you. Granny, thank you for coming all the way from Minneapolis. I know traveling isn't easy for you, and I'm really grateful that you're here. I love visiting you and Grampy. I always look forward to talking on the phone during a long rides, or birthdays or holidays. I love you both so much. To all my relatives who came from near and far, this moment is even more special because you are here with us. Thank you so much for coming. I love being part of Congregation ORME because it's filled with nice people, the rabbis and staff especially. ORME is my second home. I feel very comfortable and safe here, which I can only say about only a few places in my life. I wanted to thank my bar mitzvah teacher, Anat Filgolan, for helping me learn my Torah portion and all the prayers. And I'm so grateful that you decided to tutor me and really understood how to help me learn everything with dyslexia. Cantorio Solis, Lisa Friedman, thank you for leading the music today. You made the service even more beautiful. I would like to thank Rabbi Kal Kitnis for being there when I was young and supporting me all the way through right up until right now. You've been so kind to me and my family as I was growing up and beyond. Finally, I want to thank all of you for traveling so far and coming to be here for my big milestone in my life. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov. Yeilanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael. Yeilanu, Yeilanu, Ulecho Yisrael.
How do you feel?
Good. Amazing.
I think your mom and dad feel pretty good too, and
Yeah.
relaxed. I need to talk to them for a couple of moments. You just sit tight, stand tight right here. Folks, you didn't see anything different today than you would have seen if you came into this sanctuary last week, last month, last year, or the year before. Okay. It was a female bat mitzvah, not a bar mitzvah last week, but same prayers done by the student, Torah, different portion read, a Devar Torah. The words were laid out on the page a little differently for the speech, one sentence, one phrase per line, because that works better with dyslexia. But besides that, it's all the same. There are people in this world who think that if you have some sort of learning challenge, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, learning, disability, that you can't do. You said, and that's why you made your bar mitzvah project about getting the equipment so that people who couldn't run were able to, with the, what'd you call them, blades?
Blades and adaptive equipment.
Adaptive equipment. Our job is to look at any, in this case, Jewish child and say, and family, you want to become a bar mitzvah? It's your God-given right. So now we have to figure out what adaptive equipment you need to be successful. Some people would look at a kid with dyslexia and say, this is a special needs kid and a special needs bar mitzvah. But actually, having done this now for 30-something years, something like close to 600 bar and bat mitzvahs, b'nai mitzvah, I'm finding these days that every kid is special. We actually have to figure out how to work with them, unlock their mind, heart, and soul. And then they get up here and do what you just did. So don't let them say out there, can't do. It's to the synagogues, the cantors, the rabbis, the congregations, the schools, the world, to say, it ain't brain surgery. It's just listening and figuring it out. So you are fortunate You got a mom and dad who said, we're just doing this. You found a community that said, sure, tell me how you learn and we'll figure out how to make it happen. A great tutor, a great cantorial soloist who worked along with you, not so bad rabbis, and we went forward. Take that message and bring it out here, back to your own communities. And if you're not Jewish, back to your churches, your mosques, your temples, your schools, and beyond. It shouldn't be difficult. It's just about saying yes. Okay. Pushing that aside. Not bad. Pretty darn good. You taught so well, you chanted so well, you gave us a very powerful Torah portion, reminding us that even Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher, had his struggles, and yet God said, you are chosen, Moses, to go get our people. And you, Jordan, are chosen. I'm not sure for what. I don't think it's just for running up hills, except for the hills in life that are trying to hold all back. But whatever it is, I know you'll run out there, not right now, but and go do awesome stuff. We have some gifts for you. Do you know what a Trans Am is? It's a really cool car. You're not getting that. But we have for you a bunch of gifts, and they are sitting right in my office on the desk where I left them. Nice. And so we have for you a bar mitzvah certificate. Says you became a bar mitzvah here. We have for you a book about Israel from Jewish Federation, talking about the complexities of Israel, understanding Israel, Palestine, the whole area, recognizing that you can't understand what's going on in the Mideast from TikTok or Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram. You can't know it from watching Fox News or MSNBC or CNN, because all of them just take a little bit and then with the algorithm give you just what you want to learn. You got to dig deep and figure it out. So you'll start reading a book, we'll talk in class, and we'll figure it out. And since we're doing it, we have for you a gift certificate for $3,250 if you go on one of the Reform Movement trips to Israel during one of your high school summers. And if you do that, so make sure it goes in the safe deposit box wherever you keep those things. And if you do it, there's money from Jewish Federation, and Congregational RME has some nice scholarships to help do that. And LOMPT, our high school youth group, has a gift certificate, so you can join them in 9th grade for your first event at no cost, because they want to get to know you. And we have a mezuzah, a box to go on the doorpost of your house. You put in the scroll, the cloth that has the words of Torah in it, a reminder to you and to everybody when you go in your house and go out, be the best, the holiest, the kindest, the most truth-telling, the most compassionate person you can be, and then life will be good. I got one more thing, also a blessing. I'm going to take this young man before the ark and share some private words of blessing. I want you to imagine that you were standing in my shoes. What words of blessing, of praise would you share with Jordan? I know that later on during the celebration, you'll pull him aside, or mom and dad, and share those words of praise with them. And if you're streaming in, drop those kind words into the chat too, and we'll make sure they get them. But for now, I'm going to ask everybody to sit back and remain quiet. Listen to a beautiful song about passing L'Dor Vador from generation to generation, our most cherished blessings. Let's think words of blessing.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'Dor Vador nagid God lecha. L'Dor Vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. Lidor vador, these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow of the mountains to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your way, and the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. Lidor vador nagid God lecha. Lidor vador, we protect this chain from generation to generation. Lidor vador, these lips will praise your name.
So I want to conclude this part with words of Torah. I want to invite up Rabbi Julia Weiss, who's a family friend and also was one of the rabbis at Orami, to help bless you. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and watch over you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May God shine God's presence upon you and keep you safe.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God be with you wherever you are, and may you be surrounded by holiness and goodness, you, your family, our community, our world, and with the blessing of peace. Mazal tov. Congratulations.
Amen.
Let me invite everyone to turn to page 294. 294. As we move toward conclusion, we take a moment to remember our loved ones who are no longer with us. The memory of them can still warm us, their love can still inspire us. Some of you are remembering your loved ones during this time of Kaddish. As I bring my hand around the room, I invite you to mention the names of those who have died and who you're remembering. Say their name and their relationship to you. Tonight, we are remembering. May their memories be for a blessing. We rise as we are able, and on page 294, we say, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kari v'emru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam ulolmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh
V'yitadar, v'yitaleh,
v'yitalal shemei dekudisha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata dameran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who brings peace to the high heavens bring peace to us, to all Israel and all the world, as we say together,
Amen.
amen. Please. Let me invite everyone to take your prayer books and put them down. And we're going to make Havdalah, which is a ceremony to end the Sabbath. So if you're comfortable, you can put your arms around the people next to you. I'm going to turn down the lights in just a minute. And we'll teach you the words. Repeat after me. I'll give it to you in
Repeat after
Hebrew.
me.
After her.
Yai lai. Lai, 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 lai. Goes like this. Yai lai, la, 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 lai, lai. Yai lai, ya, la, 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 lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, lai, ya, la, lai. Try that. Yai lai, la, 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 lai, lai. Yai lai, ya, la, 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 lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, lai, ya, la, lai. Yai lai, la, 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 lai, lai. Yai lai, ya, la, 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 lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, lai, ya, la, lai.
There are three symbols with which we end the Sabbath. The first is sweet wine or grape juice, a reminder that there is sweetness in this world. If we hold on to it, if we share it, if we spread it around, we'll bring goodness to this world. Sweet-smelling spices grown in God's earth, a reminder that this world is so fantastic, blessed, miraculous. If we take our faces out of our iPhones and Androids and see the blessing around us. And then a multi-wick candle. Fire is a fascinating thing. It can burn and destroy. It can burn and destroy. It can separate and kill. Or it can light a way through the darkness, showing us how to move forward, how to bring goodness and warmth to all. I'll give you the blessings.
Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Melech haolam,
Melech haolam,
Borei pri hagafen,
Borei peri hagafen, Borei peri hagafen.
Lai lai,
Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai ya la 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 lai lai, ya la lai yai lai lai, ya la lai lai.
Baruch atah for the spices.
Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Melech haolam,
Melech haolam,
Borei pri hagafen. No,
Borei
Minei v'samim.
Borei minei v'samim.
Oops, lai lai.
Lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai ya la 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 lai lai, ya la lai yai lai lai, ya la lai lai.
Now for the candle.
Baruch
Adonai
atah
Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Melech haolam,
Melech haolam. Borei me'orei ha'esh, borei me'orei ha'esh, borei me'orei ha'esh. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai ya la 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 lai, ya la lai yai lai lai, ya la lai lai,
Baruch
ya la
atah.
lai. Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Eloheinu,
Melech haolam,
Melech haolam,
Hamavdil ben Kodesh l'chol.
Hamavdil ben Kodesh l'chol. Hamavdil
Eliyahu Hanavi.
Eliyahu Hanavi.
Eliyahu Hatishbi.
Eliyahu
Eliyahu Eliyahu.
Eliyahu
Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Bimhera.
Bimhera beyameinu.
Yavo Elenu.
Yavo Elenu.
Imashiach ben David.
Imashiach ben David.
Imashiach ben David.
Imashiach ben David.
Eliyahu Hanavi.
Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hatishbi. Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov, 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 Shavua
A good week.
Tov, a good week,
Week of peace.
a week of peace.
May gladness
May
reign.
gladness
and
reign,
joy
and
increase.
joy increase.
Good week.
A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase.
Don't go anywhere for a moment. Very important announcement. In a minute, we're going to leave here and go to Woodland Hills Country Club. All of the friends of Jordan who need rides, you know who you are. I'm going to ask you when we leave here to go straight to the couches right out the door against the far wall, because there, Rebecca, who's Rebecca who's coordinating? Okay, you're over there. Of course, it's dark, so who knows? But Rebecca's going to be there, and she's going to connect you up with some people who have already been asked to drive some people. Those who are driving those people, it's like the opportunity to have a teenager, but only have responsibility for about the 15 minutes it'll take to get there, and then you return them. Rebecca, raise your hand again. This is Rebecca. So everybody looking for a ride, you'll go to her all the way in the back. Everybody else, when we leave here, I'm going to ask you to go slow. Take the Melanus with you. Okay, there are people walking in the parking lot, and people come whipping around the corner. So go slow on your way out and celebrate well. Shavua Tov, may it be a great week. Mazel Tov. Yasher, come on.